how do you express love in different languages?
Does I love you feel the same in German as in Hindi?
How do your parents deal with different languages?
Is your baby getting confused with these multiple languages?
Do you fight because of misunderstandings?
Which language do you dream in?
Will our baby have German accent in Hindi?
And many more.
Hello everyone!
I'm Sonia.
And I'm Shubham. Welcome back to our channel, and today we are gonna make video about languages. We have been asked so many times in comments and everywhere from our friends and family about this.
Yeah, so our situation is I am German, he is Indian, we live in Germany with each other, we speak English, and we have a baby which grows up with 3 languages.
Yeah.
And of course that leads to a lot of questions, and we think we have a lot of interesting things to tell you.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun as well as deep insights. And if you have similar situation, if you are multilingual, please write down some comments. We would love to know, as well as take it as a suggestion as well. So guys, one question that has been asked multiple times from my friends, whether it feels the same when you say I love you as it is in your mother tongue.
Yeah, and that starts with the, how to say, essence of a language itself. In English, it is easier to use I love you. I can say it to a good friend as well. Whereas in German, I would never say ich liebe dich to a good friend. I would say ich hab dich lieb. Or rather, even to my child or to my parents, I would rather say ich hab dich lieb than ich liebe dich. That is something preserved for the partner, and for me personally, it is very strong when I say it. More strong than when I say it in English.
So it is same in Hindi. You cannot say मैं तुमसे प्यार करता हूँ in to anybody just like that, or to friends, never. Like rarely. I mean, to maybe in fun you'd say अरे यार, but generally it's never said to friends. It's preserved for lover. And especially, how do you feel, Shaz, when I say I love you in Hindi?
It's when he says it in Hindi to me, this is like a vibe going through my whole body, directly to my heart, and touching it and make me melt completely. I think when you have a couple with 2 nations or with 2 different languages, it is more special. For me, it's even when he says it in Hindi, it is stronger.
I feel the same when you say it in German. I feel it like an enrichment and a very special thing. So that's how it feels to me. It touches my heart. So
I can just say it's, when you say in Hindi, it's very special. If
Yeah.
you would be a native speaker of German, I think it would be less special. So I agree to you, it's a very big enrichment.
yeah, that's how I feel. And yeah, finally, it's not about saying I love you. It's about how you make the partner or the lover or the wife feel. And I do not think, if somebody asks me, it's a very funny question to me personally, that you do not live your life by saying I love you to your partner. It's much more than that. You will have partners having same languages, but you won't feel loved. So it's not that important. It's about how you make somebody feel.
You can say it without meaning it, and you can mean it without saying it, and that is much more important. But if both comes together, you say it and you mean it, that's so amazing.
That's what basically, if you feel that somebody means what they are saying, it means world to you, and that's what it is.
It works without words, like a look in the eye says everything.
So guys, finally, it's, as we said, it's about making somebody feel loved rather than just saying it. मैं तुमसे प्यार करता हूँ.
Ich liebe dich. One question which we are oftentimes asked is if we have many misunderstandings and fights because of the language, and that's very funny because actually it's the other way around. I feel like we have less misunderstandings and fights because of that.
Yeah, I mean, I will agree to her. Actually, we were discussing and trying to recall whether we had a fight because of language misunderstanding, and actually we couldn't find. That means that we didn't have any fight, or even if we had, it was so small that we don't remember. I mean, and it is not that we talk less. We talk about everything, anything about politics to the most important, to the religious matter, whatever. We have our own opinions, and we talk to each other. And thankfully, our English is okay enough. So if there is a common language, I do not see it as a very big problem.
Not at all. I even feel like in this, if we would both speak German or Hindi, there might be discussions like you said this and that, and you can put a word on the golden scale and everything, discuss every point of an umlaut. And here in English, we both have good English, but still restricted vocabulary and restricted way to express ourselves. So we have to speak more direct. And for me, I just see it as a big advantage.
So for me, if I'm able to communicate the things that I want to do, that's enough for me. And besides that, we do not have the English, and like for me, it feels like we do not have English vocabulary to talk about imagination and using best words, but that we do not need. When you talk with your family, you do not use the best words possible in the world. It doesn't matter. Even if I speak Hindi, I'll use very colloquial, very easygoing language with my friends and family and lover. So it doesn't matter, I would say.
Yeah, agree. I mean, in daily life also, you don't speak on a university level, so between each other we have no problem. We can express everything we want to express. And so there's no problem in daily life. I see it as an advantage, and also between us, whenever something is unclear, instead of interpreting, we ask, how did you mean that? And then things become clear.
So that's what, like, it's important to communicate with each other and ask, even if you have doubt that he meant or she meant in a wrong way, just try to ask. And it doesn't matter which language you have to do. Even if you are saying the same language, you need to ask each other how you meant it.
Nothing else to add.
So the next topic is about parents-in-law. How they deal, because of course we grew up internationally, we speak English, but not our parents. So how do we deal with that?
So we are living in Germany, so Shubham is learning German, and I find he's doing quite well.
Thank you.
And that's good, because most of my family members, they don't speak English or any other language, so Shubham has to speak German with them. But it goes very well. I mean, most of my family members, not most, all of my family members are always impressed how good you speak.
Okay. I'm very proud of it now.
Of course the conversations don't go so deep. But whenever it comes to any more complex topic, like I remember my sister wanted to know things about India, and then I just had to interpret, but that always works well. That's not any obstacle in our family life.
First of all, thank you. I mean, my German is not that great, but of course I try my best, and I'm happy that her family members, we are able to communicate, so I'm happy. Besides that, of course, with my family also, they are not like very good English speakers, but they understand everything. And with her, they can speak the normal things. But because my mom has not been speaking English regularly, it becomes sometimes hard. But we can interpret, and we can talk about small topics and just say hi bye and talk about the daily life. That's all.
I sometimes speak with your mom on a WhatsApp call, and there's never a problem. When she speaks Hindi in between, you can explain what she meant. And here's the same, like, it is the non-verbal communication that is the most important thing. So that's what I wanted to tell, that it's an excuse rather than a problem when you are not communicating with the relatives, because if there is even one common language that can be translated, it's just about interest, whether each people want to know about each other or not. If it's not like that, I would say that's an excuse, because we do not have all the time direct communication, but we interpret and talk to each other. And I talk with her family, so it's more of an interest, I would say. So rather think about that. And the fourth and last question, you can imagine, refers to our baby. How we manage if he gets confused with the languages, and how we are raising him. So confused, this is hard to say because he's too young, he doesn't speak. He only makes sounds. But we feel like he is getting that there's a difference, that he hears the different languages when he hears German, English or Hindi.
He has different expressions for sure. That's what I have also realized. He gives different kind of expressions to different languages. So guys, as she said, like, he's growing with multiple languages, and so did I. So I do not see this as a problem that it would be too much for him or anything. I was speaking Hindi at home. Oriya outside, Sambalpuri, which is a dialect with my friends, and my mother with her family was speaking something else. So I grew up like that, and it was no problem at all. I was very happy that I could speak those. So I see for him like a very good chance. And secondly, I would say it's about parents as well, how to prepare the child so that he doesn't get too much pressure of languages.
Yeah, so what is our aim is like we live in Germany, so he will hear German anyways everywhere.
Yeah.
At home we speak English, and with this grandparents in India they speak Hindi, and when we travel to India he will hear a lot of Hindi, maybe even Oriya as well, so
Yeah.
4 languages. But I can only agree, lucky. Really lucky. I mean, I'm also multilingual. I speak several languages, but I had to learn them all as foreign language because my parents are German. I only grew up with German. I had to learn these languages from the scratch. They are all foreign languages to me, and no language comes natural. I have to think and I make mistakes, and I wish I would have grown up in a multilingual environment. So I'm very happy that we have this chance to grow our child like that, with multiple languages and also between the cultures. I think
True.
that's a big enrichment.
Yeah, I will just add on, like, so for me, of course I have limitation because some languages I learn just to speak rather than learning at the C2 or university level.
Yeah.
He agrees. But the thing is that I do not have to think to use the words. It comes naturally. Whatever my vocabulary is small, but even with all these languages, because I grew up with that, it comes naturally. I do not think that, oh, I'm gonna speak this and I'm gonna use that word. The words are limited, but so I think I feel very comfortable, and that's what I hope that he would do, and we will also help him. With Arab, we want that he learns Hindi, English and German first, and maybe then again he can choose anything that he wants.
Yeah, or any other European language that we
that's
would
what-
see.
Yeah.
How about you guys, the international parents out there? How do you raise your child?
Yeah.
Or did you grow up multilingual? That
Shats, before that, when are you learning Hindi?
I am already learning. I'm already asking you many
Yeah.
things, and I can say some things. मुझे समझ नहीं आया.
यही
मैं परेशान हूँ.
यही नहीं समझना था. But yeah, guys, so she
Bacha,
is
chota banda,
poor girl.
pyara pyara,
Yeah, pyara.
pyara pyara.
Yeah, but I hope she learns a little bit. I do not expect her to learn too much, just a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, challenge accepted.
Yeah. So
That's gonna be an own series. If you don't wanna miss that, subscribe our channel.
yeah, do not miss out because we are gonna make a lot of videos in this regard because people want to know how we are dealing with this multicultural. Yeah, so guys, that was it. These were the 4 topics that we chose. There are many other things. If you want to know, please comment down below, and to do not miss out on our new videos.
Then subscribe, hit the bell button, and if you liked our video, we are very happy if you give us a thumbs up.
Yes.
And then see
With
you in our next video.
Goodbye.
Bye. Namaste.
Cheers.